He fell asleep.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
Good morning, it's another beautiful day, and it's stay-at-home dad day. It's the first stay-at-home dad day since we've been back from Canada, and I'm really looking forward to spending some time with my son. We're starting off the day by trying to do some basic things like brushing our teeth, and everything that I do, he wants to do as well. Which is pretty cool when you're trying to do things like clean the house. Quite useful. I'm really looking forward to today. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day, isn't it, Bugsy? It's now 9 AM and we're doing our characteristic start of the day, which is around 40 minutes on the swings. He loves the swings at the moment, and this is a great time for me to listen to audiobooks, and I can get away with this at the moment because he doesn't want too much interaction while he's on the swings, and it means that I can keep learning and keep up to date with my work as well. It's an enriching experience for me, not only because I get to spend time with him, but because I'm learning at the same time. It's so cool to be back and it's so cool to have a day with him. It's now 9 AM. I'll let you know how I feel at the end of the day, whether I still feel the same. But this is my second vlog on the day in the life of a dad, and it would be good to look back to the last one and this one and see how things have changed. One of the things some of the things that I can think about which will be different this time is I'm really going to be on point with my nutrition, and I'm going to rest when he rests, and I'm going to try and do a bit more self-care, so do exercise and things like that when he's resting, so that I'm in a better position to be able to look after him. The other thing that I realised was that if I'm trying to look after him and do some of my stuff at the same time, whether that's housework or work, he doesn't like that, and it's not really fair to him. So I have to kind of really try and limit the amount of time that I do my stuff and really focus my attention on him, which is something that I need to learn.
Stop. Ba. Ba, ba. That.
It's now 10 AM. I don't give my son breakfast first thing in the morning, and I normally take him to the park first, so he builds an appetite and he's had a bit of play so that he can focus on his food a bit better, as you can see. His mum doesn't know this, but he's sitting on the table, which he's not allowed to do. But breakfast is getting pretty good. Today we got Weetabix with hemp milk, some raisins, some nut butter, peanut butter today. And I think he's enjoying it. He's eating, and it's an incredible feeling when your child eats. I think it's one of those things that only a parent understands, but it's really nice to see him kind of getting nourishment. And then we're going to get ready and go off to see his mum at the hospital so he can have a lunchtime feed. Today's menu is, for lunch we're going to have potato soup, right, Burger Singh? Potato soup for lunch, and then almond butter on toast for a snack with lots of fruit in between. So we've got some apples growing in the garden, we'll have some of those, blackberries in the garden, we'll pick some of those before we go, and maybe some pear. It's now 1:15. I took him to his mum's workplace for a lunchtime feed, and that went well. He fell asleep in the car on the way to my sister-in-law's, who lives in High Wycombe, and you can see from the beautiful view behind me, they live in a lovely location, and I'm going to spend some time with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, and he'll get to spend some time with them, more importantly. And that's it. He's asleep in the car at the moment. Everything's going well so far. What have you been making?
I've made falafel burgers And for the baking, we have made blueberry and almond muffins with crumble, I think, and chocolate and banana bread.
And how's veganism going?
It's interesting.
What's the best part and what's the worst part?
The best part is knowing that it's healthy.
Yeah.
The not so good part is missing things, or like remembering that when you have a burrito you always put sour cream on it and then you can't have sour cream anymore. So small things.
Okay, thank you. Made it through the day, Mum is home, and it was a lot better than the last video vlog where I made a day in the life of Dad. Normally towards the afternoon time he gets really uncomfortable and he wants his mum. But today it was like 5 PM and he was still really good. And now he's doing the hoovering the whole house. So he's a very good baby.